through the Fissure. Like, if you think about Earthshaker as a hero, he's not Echo Slam. He's more, Fissure, blocking people off, and then you choose where you want to fight. Unless they have heroes that can jump over it, like, what are you going to do for 10 seconds? You can't pass.
Yeah, I like isolating heroes, and if you're reliant, as Viking were, on Supernova Tombstone, where they want to choose where they fight, if you Fissure block out those two abilities and, focus on someone else in a different area, then you're looking pretty good. And also on the same kind of thread with Earthshaker, when you're tri-laning Enchantress, Earthshaker, Luna, it's so easy for Saxa to make those kind of roaming moves into mid, help out mid one. He got that kill on Queen of Pain, just running down and punching her because he had boots and Queen of Pain didn't have blink.
You know what this says? They banned out Terrorblade in the first phase. It means we want to first phase Luna. Trust me, Gary.
Straight up first pick?
Yeah, Terrorblade's Q is very effective against Luna, especially in the later stages of the game. If you can't dispel it, there's going to be a lot of bounces back from that reflection. I might be wrong, but I believe that's what they want.
We'll see
and
where
they had the first pick.
Right, too. So Lycan, DK, Chen, again, OG, focusing on those early pushing heroes. Ember Spirit was the additional hero they banned in the previous game. Void Spirit, Nature's Prophet, and Bristleback. So Keeper of the Light is left in the pool. So we could be seeing, Kotl Ember Spirit if OG leave that one in. Viking, they banned Kotl themselves. Okay, so Viking, Lacoste, where is it? Luna
do you want to first phase it? Like right now, there's still Ember Spirit in the pool. Like, Ember is such a great hero. He checks a lot of the boxes, very hard to catch. You need to adjust your team composition in order to be able to catch him.
Or they could steal like Enchantress or Earthshaker, or there's like Rubik still in the pool as well, which Viking love to grab.
I think if OG opens up with Earthshaker once again, it's a very good pick to just get that Rubik. Stealing Fissure.
There's the Ember.
He's just too good of a hero right now. Like, builds into Spirit Vessel, ton of damage. Earthshaker, Enchantress. I mean, it's gonna be the spell against Ember Spirit. Shield, slow, damage, everything you need from the Enchantress. What does this say, Gary? Like, Viking is saying we can counter you, we can win against you, even though you're picking your most comfortable heroes right now?
Yeah, it's definitely confident, isn't it? Like, okay, you pick the same two supports again. There's the Luna ban. So they take her out of the pool completely.
But why Terrorblade first phase? What's the catch with it? I'm wondering. I've never seen Terrorblade being played recently. Maybe someone knows better, or at least the games that I saw. Not remembering watching Terrorblade in the last month for sure. And I watch a lot of Dota.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Maybe they were thinking about going for it. And Mars taken out now, so Axe is still there if they want to go for that Axe Phoenix again. So OG, they can't have their, really, really potent tri-lane with the Enchantress, Earthshaker, Luna. Is there another hero that can fill into that slot? Or is it really just the Luna show when you're building around her in the draft?
You get extra damage, extra armor in the laning stage, which is pretty big deal. And you want to have a hero that you give solo XP to. So once you hit level 6, there's a real kill threat. Like, even if you rotate 2 heroes, Luna gets Eclipse off, it could easily backfire. So yeah, I believe they could still run an aggressive tri-lane with these 2 heroes plus 1 more. I'm looking through the hero list to check what they could go for. Something that fits like a similar role to Luna.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult. Like, I'm thinking of heroes like Monkey King against Ember Spirit. I want to see that Mirana come out from Seb, but it'll be the old standby Juggernaut, spin, Gets him out of that magic damage, can focus down the Phoenix Egg. That should be Sumail's grab, I assume. The thing is, like, we're talking about OG tri-laning. They could quite easily just go back to dual lanes, right? They don't have to force this tri-lane game after game.
Nope, that's how they've been playing. Seems like they understand something that other teams are not, or that it's just their playstyle and it's working out for them. Also, Juggernaut, like, he's the hero that you can leave him alone. I want to see something that pierces his, spin TP. You need something that can cancel it, either Axe or a Beastmaster. I would love to see Beastmaster more than Axe, even though Axe is lower cooldown, and Juggernaut does really not love to play into Axe. But Beastmaster, I would prefer Beast. He builds into Necrobook, and if OG decides to run an aggressive tri-lane, your Beastmaster is going to be left in 1 versus 1. And this is where Beastmaster shines. You get Necrobook 1. I think that's going to be the right call against OG. The way they play right now, you would want to have a hero that builds a Necrobook, so you have this like 6th hero.
Are you a little afraid picking Beastmaster into Enchantress?
That's okay. That's a good point. Something that I overlooked.
Like, it's not like a direct counter, but it's annoying as hell. Tombstone Boy again, Undying for Viking.
After this game finished, you told me, like, I can't believe you didn't talk shit about Undying. I was just saving it, for the game number 2. This hero, where do we start? Like, he does well in the laning stage, which he did not in the previous game. And this hero doesn't scale. He could use some kind of a buff. When he had Tombstone on level 15, once he dies, that's now level 20 down. So it's not that great.
The Seb Magnus.
But we're going back to Undying. I'm not finished yet, Gary. So what else do you offer? You're like a Tombstone, you're warding. Same draft. This is from both of these teams. Like, I wanted to see Magnus in the previous game, but now they have Juggernaut, who can be buffed up by Empower.
I do grab the axe for that Magic Community Piercing Disable. Ember Spirit's still flexible across your mid and your position 1 here, I guess. Meepo ban. OG, get rid of it.
Seb, in his interview for Gamers Without Borders, talked about, like, Magnus. He wants people to play it more, like, to understand, even though he says the hero's unusable at the moment. This is the second game that I've seen him play Magnus. So maybe he changed his mind. But he says it's not about RP. Like, you need to know how to utilize this hero. It's more about skewers, shockwaves. And when you know how to use that, you're going to be better at using RP as well.
And then knowing where to be, to empower your carry. Knowing how to give farm over to your other teammates. So many Magnuses in my pubs, man. Not recently, but like historically. Just empower themselves, sit in the triangle, farm jungle camps. And then the poor Juggernaut position 1's running around. Please, please empower me. What are we looking for now? Last ban for Viking. Mid 1 hero, I'm assuming.
Yes, and for Viking, I think they're looking for a mid hero. Put Ember Spirit on the side lane. They don't know the matchup yet, but looks like OG needs a mid laner.
Do they think about the Queen of Pain again for Viking? So it feels like you need some more damage. Monkey King ban, I was wondering about that for OG. A PA though, so that's going to be a Shad PA, and Ember Spirit will stick mid for boom.
They have no magical damage, and PA is great against Juggernaut. He can't ulti her if Blur is ready. It stops the Omni Slash. So that's a very nice way of thinking. Like, you can see some of the drafters like going into all those small details, and if they decide to run a tri-lane, Phantom's Assassin Dagger will slow them down. They can't, dive the towers. You have Blink, which is great if you get the Fissure blocked, you have Phoenix who can run over the Fissure. So Viking adjusted accordingly, I would say.
And also making sure Ember Spirit doesn't get dumpstered by a monkey by banning him out in that last one.
They have no control. It's a good Storm Spirit, Quap, Puck game. Any of these three.
Yeah, Void Spirit banned out, sadly. Pugna? Mid one Pugna? No, mid one Magnus. Ooh.
Okay, so they want to match up
back into the tier 1, get that Ember Spirit killed off.
Melee against melee matchup. Seb on his Pugna. So I believe that's another aggressive tri-lane from OG.
Let's see how they line it up. But yeah, that Decrep's so good against the PA, right? And the Axe. Being able to stop the Blink Call initiation or the jump from the Phantom Strike. Limit that physical damage coming in. Do you feel like
a bit disappointed?
Still too reliant on this like Supernova Tombstone?
But disappointed that it's not Seb Magnus. But they have once again a great combo. Undying plus Phoenix. We saw if executed well how strong it can be.
Empowered Juggernaut's always beautiful to see. What's your go-to build on Juggernaut nowadays? Item-wise. Are you a fan of the Mask of Madness Desolator?
Mask of Madness, yeah. You don't have a hero that can build Deso, so you can just get Mask of Madness, which gives you lifesteal once Axe jumps on you. It gives you more farm potential on top of Empower. And Deso just shreds through the towers. You can solo Roche with it. And then you can switch back to status resistance build. Like you get SNY, great against Axe. It always is.
You buy Aghanims Lacoste. You, always third item Aghanims on Juggernaut.
Is that some kind of a rule that I've never heard of?
Yeah, you've got to get the Swift Slash, Quick Slash, the Quickie. Come on, you're a fan of the Quickie?
I am, yeah.
You can't let that one go. But here we are, game 2. OG up against Viking. Yet again, No-Tail Enchantress, Saxa, Earthshaker. Your two supports for OG with a Seb Pugna heading up towards top.
This is it! Celery. Just 4 tangos, saving up for boots. This is how you farm boots on this hero. Either buy straight away or you're not gonna have it for a very long time. This is galaxy brain play from Celery.
Holding on to his cash. He's stuffed it under his mattress. Oh man. Dire Observer was spotting Seb already. Pugna going in pretty deep. Shad on the PA up top. Yeah, Celery Undying with a Radiant Observer Ward in between that tier 1, tier 2 top lane. Mid 1 Magnus going to be facing off against the Boom Ember Spirit in that mid lane. While again, a Phoenix and Axe wandering down bottom for Aramis and Toby. Going to spot out Sumail's Juggernaut. But it looks like OG setting up for the 2-1-2 this time around, right? Not going to be forcing the tri-lane.
The battle begins.
Looks like it, yeah.
According to plan.
Maybe they're gonna aggressive tri-lane safe lane. I don't think you can leave Pugna alone, so Earthshaker needs to give him some help. Why does Aramis have Sage Mask? It's one of the best, like, level 1 items you can get, but not on Phoenix. Like, Fire Spirits, they cost 80 mana. And your Icarus Dive doesn't cost any.
I'm not entirely sure, you know. Rushing
Don't get me wrong,
it's
definitely the most cost-efficient item. That you get 1 mana per region for 225 gold.
Yeah, I guess he's just rushing Urn, right? By the way, Celery bought items, and he's been Fissure blocked and blasted down to about half HP.
No!
Salve, Sentry and Ring of Protection, the boots rush, the Dream is dead, Lacoste.
Why Ring of Protection? He's not trading any hits. I mean, Undying is a low hero armor, sitting at only 2. Seb putting a lot of pressure, just pushing the wave. Already level 2. Here's the block.
Getting some really good CS there, Seb, as well. Celery in a bit of a man fight with Earthshaker. The trouble with Undying also is that, you know, you're very mana pool reliant for that harassment that you're dealing. If you don't have mangoes or anything in lane, you don't have that complete sustain. While Earthshaker can just sit back, clarity up, wait for his next fish around. So I'm maybe expecting Celery here to, you know, go and suicide to tower or something. If he's not going to bring out some mangoes on the courier. He's got Magic Stick coming. But he's
It's
not
very
gonna have much
important
left.
in this meta when you're playing off lane to be able to push the lane, play aggressive early on, and then pull the lane to the side camp, deny some of the creeps. Earthshaker trying to go for courier, but he's not level 2, so no enchant totem, can't one-shot it, needs to hit it twice.
They might kill Celery, though. Oh, they don't get the blast. If they had that decrep with the Fissure and the blast damage, it looked like it would be a dead Undying, but he stays alive for now. Keeps that decay stat going. Mid lane, mid one dropping very low, needs to bring himself out of salve. Ember Spirit getting a little bit ahead in CS. Very close though, both of them on on the brink of dying, it feels like. As top lane, they get the decrep blast onto the Undying, and Celery will finally fall.
I think he wants to die there. That's the problem with the hero. I've seen some other Undying players always want to fly. He played 2 games of it. Like, he also just feeds away First Blood, comes back to a lane with the full mana, full HP. It's really not worth to use a salve on the hero.
Yeah, you need to reset that mana pool. Bottom lane, we've not really looked at. Enchantress has forced the TP back from Aramis. Returns to his tier 1. Toby matching up in farm pretty nicely with a Juggernaut. They're almost dead even. But here comes the spin with the slow from the enchant, and Toby, not being able to deal with that magic damage, gets shredded by Sumail.
Blame my blade. My thanks.
Even a master falters.
Mid one keeps skewering away from... Like, I keep looking mid lane. Every time I do, I see mid one skewering away from Boom's Ember Spirit. Get away from the Flame Guard. Gloves of Haste up. 23-0. Pretty even farming there, but the bottle for Boom's going to give him that regen advantage.
It's hard for Magnus. Can't remove the Flame Guard, so he just needs to farm. Ember Spirit pushes the lane with the Flame Guard. You farm underneath the tower. Rune spawn. Oh, there's a regen rune.
Oh.
Earthshaker forced to pick it up.
I think not.
I mean, even if Magnus goes there, it's just gonna get cancelled with the slight.
Yeah, so it looks like mid one all the way back to base, going treads straight up for Magnus. Not going to go for bottle. Brown boots, gloves of haste are there. Oh my god, okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, I was watching that and I saw Seb half HP and I thought, he's fine, right? All of a sudden, level 2 Soul Rip annihilates the Pugna. Must have had a couple of decay
didn't
stacks.
expect that. Like, Magic Wand, 10 charges available. Now been bought with Infused Raindrops.
No tail. Thought he might be in trouble, but it looks like he's fine with the Nature's Attendants healing him back up. Toby dragging waves around. Try and keep his farm rate going, but here comes Sumail again, looking for a bit of damage onto Toby and maybe a spin to at least force the TP out from Axe. Sumail's got to be a bit careful with these spins though, but Toby has waited way too long. He's just going to die.
Toby back to casting.
Don't be mad.
I don't know what the plan was. Like, you can just straight up TP away. Maybe he was thinking he can spin 16 times in a row and kill Juggernaut.
A real rough start again for Viking. Not as bad as the previous game, but it's definitely OG. Building up momentum. Juggernaut continues that farm rate, and they've got the backup plan of, you know, Empower from this Magnus. Shad under a lot of pressure top lane as well. He's always at half HP. Seb's just continually right-clicking him down. 17 one charges now up for the Pugna. Only 800 HP. Got to be a little bit wary.
Catapult approaching with Pugna. They have no glyph. They used it on the mid lane to mess
No
up
Tail
with
gonna
the
get
creep
spun down bottom. He
equilibrium.
gets called up in the creep wave. No Tail. He's going to fall to Toby. Sumail nearly had a kill on Aramis, but just a dive away gets him out of spin range. Seb getting chased top. Every lane.
He's fine.
Middle tower is under
It's just like
attack.
back and forth, poking and prodding.
Radiant structures
Yeah, he's got
are
21
fortified.
charges. He actually turns and fights Celery now. Decrep into Fisher. The blast is there. And they should be able to grab this Undying kill. But a jump in from Shad with the Decay and Soul Rip. Buying space for Celery to stay alive. They don't get the kill. And Seb so close to dying. But the one charges get continually refilled by the daggers from Shad. And they also get the bonus gold out from that tombstone.
Seb wants that level 6. Life Drain is now a 7-second cooldown spell.
Oh, Soul Rip into jump. The Fisher doesn't come out fast enough, and he didn't get the decrep off either. Chasing Saxa now. Celery, 2 stick charges. He's going to get turned on. That Aftershock with the Enchant Totem, and he levels up to 4. So Shad, under that tier 1, is going to take a couple of tower hits, but he will be able to walk it off.
It's still worth it for Viking. Phantom Assassin just got level 6 from that. Almost full power treads. Undying needs to bring some regen, and he already bought a healing salve for Phantom Assassin. Will come back to a lane. Ember Spirit. I want to see Ember Spirit start playing more aggressive. Like if he gets a good rune, something like a Haste or Invis, he'll gladly join a fight.
Oh, Celery, the life drain nearly clears him up. But yeah, mid one is just continually farming jungle, going back to lane, clearing out waves over and over. Now he gets an RP with his transition down to bottom, looking for Toby. Sumail's even rotated across here as well. Give me a
that's
power. There we go.
Third death.
Radiant's
Of
middle
Toby.
tower is under attack.
They understand where the threat comes from. Like Juggernaut doesn't really like to play into Axe. And just lay his Blink Dagger as much as you can. So Axe comes back to the bottom lane. You have Empower Juggernaut with the Omni Slash, Phase Boots, Faded Brooch. He's zooming. Like 375 without Phase Boots even being used. I want to see what the move speed is.
Yeah, and like 9 minutes in, he's clearing Ancients thanks to Empower. So accelerating very quickly on Sumail's Juggernaut. Looks like Aramis
450.
maybe he wanted to try and get a pull across. Toby back into the
Babble,
lane.
hype it up, Gary.
So, I mean, Toby's going to die here. He's going to get Omni Slash, right? The spin does so much damage to him, and now Sumail's like, okay, thank you very much. Don't even need to use my ulti. The final swing clears him up. While top lane, what's happening there? Boom has rotated in. Saxa and Seb are just fine.
Dire's structures are fortified.
No-Tail almost never gets the heal on Enchantress in the laning stage, but he adjusted it this time. Like healing up Juggernaut, because there's a lot of overtime damage from Fire Spirits and Axe. So no points in Impetus, which is very strange, but it's a correct build this game.
Yeah, quite often we see like the 4-4-0, right? Maybe 1 point in next attendance. Oh, Ember Spirit looking for Seb. He's out of spells here. He can't Remnant away, and that life drain, he burns through his Flame Guard, but Boom still at about 1/3 HP. Saxa, the final little love tap, send him on his way. Get out of here. This is my lane now.
Is under attack.
Bounty Rune spawning, and down south, Sumail. Oh, the Omni Slash into the Ancients. He nearly had Aramis, but that dive just gets the Phoenix out alive. Celery grabs the Bounty Rune up. So it should be a 1 for 3 here.
I'll take that as tribute.
Seb bottles one up
Radiant's
top.
bottom tower is under
And they still
attack.
have one to fall back on. Oh, Boom making a really nice move there.
Dire's top
Might
tower
be able to go
is
and find
under
it.
attack.
But they've lost their mid tier 1. He says, screw the Bounty Rune, I want to kill mid 1 instead. I'll find the Enchantress. Not going to take down the Magnus.
Yeah, mid one without Skewer. Didn't want to go in. Juggernaut on the bottom lane, you know, just keeps farming, going for that Mask of Madness build that we mentioned. It just increases your farm capabilities. You can, in the later stages, disassemble it, get Satanic and Butterfly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mid 1 just RP'd mid. I guess Boom's Sleight of Fist dodged it? I didn't quite see that. I looked away at the same time as he was casting RP as an Enko Slam top lane kills off The Phoenix.
I don't think he would even get the kill on mid.
I'm not sure either.
Magic Wand, Fairy Fire, like Fire Remnants, he wasn't low enough. Maybe mid one misclicked. I will blame the lag.
That's an easy way out for mid one.
Dire's
Blame the
top
ping.
tower is under attack.
But these
Dire's
towers are
top
falling
tower
so
is
quickly now.
falling.
You know, OG got the mid-tier one, now the top one, thanks to that Pugna with level 4 Nether Blast.
And now the bottom one.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
with
tower
skeletons,
is
you know,
under
going for it. Sumail, Mask of Madness, whacking away at creeps. Here comes some more Skelly boys from No Tails. Troll, Viking with no great response just yet. Still looking for that Blink Dagger timing on Toby, which you very rightfully said, you know, heavily delayed with his 4 deaths so far. Boom, Remnant in onto the 2-man chains. Sumail holding the spin, but they'll be reasonably content killing off No Tail and one of his creeps. They don't stop the tower falling though, and that's the big issue right now. OG can really take control of this map completely, and when you have an empowered Juggernaut who can just mow through jungle camps so speedily, what farm are you going to have to fall back on? Like, Axe needs jungle space.
He's still 1,000 gold away from Blink Dagger, and this is what they rely on to take a fight, protect the egg. Man, Undying, huh? What a hero.
Deceptive
9 CS already.
invisibility.
He's got level 3 Tombstone. At this point, I don't know, do you try and force a fight as Viking? Like, you're playing the waiting game against an Empower lineup. Boom. He's being whacked out by mid one. Sumail's just going to get a solo kill on Aramis down bottom. Okay, fair enough. But here comes the Pugna. That shockwave back in elongates the length of that life drain from Pugna. That's a really nice way of using Magnus with Pugna, right? Just keep dragging back the targets into life drain.
Yeah, life drain on 7-second cooldown. Like, you can either keep saving people. I don't know if you've seen it in pubs, but Pugna shifted from position 4 to like position 3, sometimes even mid. But it's still doable. Like, position 4 Pugna with 2 Tranquil Boots. Like, when I first saw it, I thought it was pretty dumb, but the extra regen you get, so you can life drain people all the time. You're just playing a medic.
The roaming fountain. There's a life drain onto Ember, force a Remnant out. Viking trying to carve a bit of map for themselves so the P8 can finish off Deso. Where is Axe now? 1600 saved up, so he still needs a couple of minutes to finish off that blink. While mid one, I thought he was going Vlad, but he did swing back into the Echo Saber. Now a solo RPing Boom, and Seb will claim the kill. Aramis, we've got a dive to get away.
He got that rune.
Focus down Celery instead. Undying should be a pretty simple kill here, as they do grab him with a decrypt life drain. Soul Rip buys a second or two of safety for Celery. Sumail will very happily claim his life though. And again, it is just the OG train right now. They are steamrolling towards victory. 15 minutes in, it's a 7k lead. And the map is just so small for Viking. They can't go top, they can't go into their top jungle. Their bottom jungle triangle is warded, so OG sees them.
Once Axe gets a Blink Dagger, it's a smoke time for them. Like, that's their way of coming back into the game. Phantom Assassin also very close to death, so just 400 gold away. So they will have a decent timing. If they want to smoke up with PA, they need to wait another 30 seconds, a minute to finish that Deso. But OG's getting so much out of the map. Like, they're farming way too much at the moment.
Earthshaker has Blink Lacoste. So the smoke timing, Viking feel like they're strong. They're going to make a jump. They're going to try and catch someone. And then Sax is going to be ready and waiting with a counter initiation with a 15-minute Earthshaker Blink. They're pinging Seb. They want to jump Seb. This Pugna is a squishy target. And there it is with a Blink call. Saxa lines up the Fisher. He can't blink thanks to the Tombstone. So counter initiation, halt it. And they'll jump further, deeper in. There's Boom Ember Spirit. And he's going to get Echo Slammed. They didn't expect that one to come, and now OG they turn. A 1-for-1 where you lose your pos 3 Pugna for the position 2 Ember. OG feel pretty good about that because Viking expended all of their team fight ultis. And they're going to lose Celery as well. He's trying to defend his tombstone with a Soul Rip there. Maybe he can find No Tail? Nah, not quite.
I'm just wondering if they can take the Roche with Empower, Healing Ward, Mask of Madness.
Ability.
Dire's middle
You don't
tower is
have
under
to,
attack.
risk it at the moment. You can still take one more fight and then go for it if Juggernaut lives.
Well, that's very ballsy from Ember Spirit. He's got no remnants remaining. Axe jumps in with a blink call, but the Omni Slash keeps on going. Slaying 2 core heroes of Viking. They wanted that easy pick off on Enchantress, but I think PA has given her life away as well. Chain disabled, held in place, trying to bring down Sumail, but he stands his ground. He finally falls. And Celery, with the help of Aramis, bring down the
That's
Juggernaut.
a full
but
team wipe, Gary.
it is a 5-man team wipe as they went in on that Enchantress. They get a 2-for-5 exchange, and OG, they just hold the line.
Man, boom. Usually he's the one, who's carrying Viking if things are not going well. But in this game he got caught so many times by Echo Slam and twice by RP.
Now he's having his life drained by Seb Pugner. Toby blinks and calls. They catch the Seb. Sacks are there to bail him out of danger, and the rest of OG trying to rotate in. Another life drain. Cancelled though, the Sleight of Fist and into the dunk.
Dire's middle tower.
Pugner down. Trying to grab Saxa still. Blink call is there. Earthshaker is out, but Enchantress looks like she's come back in. No Tail isolated out on his lonesome. Vikings swinging back, finding a couple of very juicy kills out on the map. OG not respecting their opponents just for a couple of seconds.
Mid one with the Vlad's build that you mentioned.
Structures are fortified.
Not the item that you see, but even more sustain for him. Like mana, Magnus is really mana dependent hero, so I guess that's why he decided to go for it. And great against Axe. He blinks in on Juggernaut. He has one way of life stealing from Mask of Madness. You add that on top. So Juggernaut is not gonna die. Magnus pinging out Roche.
Yeah, you've got 2 core heroes with like 10,000 net worth in your Jugger and your Magnus right now. The closest is a PA who's scrambling towards 8,000. She needs to go BKB after that Deso, it looks like. They ping Roche, but they're like, screw it. There's a tier 2 here sitting on, 500 HP.
Dire's middle
Let's kill this
tower
one off
is
first
under
instead,
attack.
as Viking find Enchantress. Yet again, No Tail
Don't be
showing out on the
mad.
map.
Dire's
Don't
middle
be mad.
tower has fallen.
I think No Tail's pretty happy with that, honestly. Like, cool, you show 5 heroes bottom, you kill me, the position 5 Enchantress. My team is pushing your tier 3. My team is in your triangle. Sumail is holding high ground, waiting you
Has been killed.
to come up the staircase. Saxa, blink enchant, has the Fisher. A couple of hits here from Juggernaut will take, but Aramis has dived off the right-hand side. And now, mid one, focusing down the Undying. Good little blow up
Good
there. The
tombstone.
Pugner takes him down. The RP comes a little too late as mid one focuses in onto the Axe. They've lost their Undying, and he's going to buy back. Phoenix down for 30 seconds as mid one 1v3, but a great Fisher Saxa lines it up with an Echo Slam with the Ancient Count, bouncing the damage back onto them. Down goes the PA. Axe follows straight immediately after, and boom, he's just got to run. He's just got to run.
Sumail didn't bother popping ulti in that fight. Man, Saxa's positioning has been amazing. Like, he even got Urn casted on him by Phoenix. He still managed to get, 3-man Echo, which is pretty impressive. It's not about, once again, it's not about Echo, it's about those Fissures, where he's blocking them off completely. I feel like OG in both of these games could have gone for Roche a bit earlier.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yes.
They're playing with their food a little bit. Toying with their opponents. But I guess if you're this far ahead, you feel like if you win another, team fight or 2, the game kind of just ends. Seb plonks down his Nether Ward. Supernova comes out from Aramis as Sumail, Mask of Madness, focuses it down, but the call is there. Toby stops him in his tracks. Now, Juggernaut in trouble. Does he have Omni Slash? He should, and he bounces around with a great skewer into the ground goes Viking. Boom. Forced the Remnant away, and Toby, where are we going? Blink, no TP. Turn and fight.
Some net.
Clumsy nets coming out here from Ember Spirit and Juggernaut as they net each other.
Is under attack.
Both of them have it. That's pretty cute. But Viking have to go back onto their high ground. Where's Undying? Oh, I see him on the... Well, I saw him on the map a second ago. Mid one has chased him down, hunted his prey.
I don't know how you feel, Gary, but it's pretty impressive that Med1 is playing from Southeast Asia with 200 ping and he's 6-0-11. Like, how
Dire's
good
top
is he?
tower has fallen. Dire's
He is
bottom
very
tower
skilled.
is under attack.
What's his ping? Can you check? What's my
Can you
console
check?
hotkey?
I don't know, I'm not a tech guy.
God damn, I changed my console hotkey. Okay.
Dire's
Ping
bottom
all.
Oh no, I know what I
tower is
did.
under
I
attack.
reinstalled Dota 2, so it has disabled console. Excellent. But if you open console and type status status, you should be able to see ping.
I don't have a key for it.
God damn it, Lacoste. God damn it. Phoenix doesn't have a key for getting out of that one either. Down you go. I can't even remember how to enable console anymore. I'm really curious about his ping.
Oh, it should be around 200. So now they're gonna go for Roche, Juggernaut, disassembled mana boots, bleh. Disassembled Mask of Madness, full butterfly on him, and that's status resistance from S and Y.
He's a powerful boy. No Aghanims though. Very sad.
Dire
Easy,
are
Roshan.
scanning.
OG gonna grab it up.
Invisibility.
Roshan
Viking
has
were
fallen
moving
to the
into
Radiant.
position, trying to set themselves up, but they've been scouted by this Radiant Observer Ward. Now OG, they know exactly where Viking are.
Saxa is invis, but they have a sentry.
Saxa is 5-1 and 11 right now. Smoke from OG gonna get popped. The blink call onto Earthshaker, but it's all a big bait. Now mid one comes in, holding RP, just gonna shockwave the axe as Juggernaut focuses him down. They've got a supernova from the high ground, beautifully placed from Aramis. Now Saxa gone, no tell. He's getting burnt down, but the little sprites from those Nature's Attendants do heal him up. As Toby, the second initiation with a blink call, and Viking get a couple of good dunks down. Magnus and Earthshaker fall. Sumail though, he's just blown up. Boom. This is the Juggernaut show now. Jump out from PA to try and get her back. So that Phoenix on the high
Dire's
ground.
middle tower is under
And now
attack.
Viking with no tombstone, no supernova. Forced to face up against the Sumail, Aegis holding Juggernaut, who is on your high ground and breaking your tier 3.
Where are you going?
Oh, the
Dire's
decrep
middle
stops the
tower has
P8
fallen.
from doing any further damage.
Even though they lost that fight, it still shows how good of a team Viking is. Like, their approach to the team fight, positioning from Phoenix and Undying Tombstone. Like, on the high ground, call from Axe, from finding the invis target. Hype it up, Gary, this might be the last time.
Yeah, Shadow's dead. There you go, Lacoste. Hyped up for you. Sumail, just a one-man show right now. He's got Aegis, he doesn't give a damn. Boom. Gonna Remnant safely back behind the tier 4, but stand his ground and battle into the nether ward, while Seb with a blink echo from Saxa clearing up this game too. It is a series victory for OG as Boom, the last man standing, cleared through with a triple for Seb's Pugner, and Celery calls it is over.
Is under attack. Dire's middle
Oh
barracks
gee, it's
has
just
fallen.
beautiful to watch them play Dota. I miss them. And I want to see what they can also do, and I think everyone wants to know that. Like, how good they can be when Thompson is back, when mid one is playing with 0 ping on the lands, or like 20-30 when they're playing online. So, like, the synergy between these players feels so great to watch. It's just entertaining Dota. Everything's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, it reminds me of the early days of VP when they were leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else, where they just built up that roster from like Vega Squadron and the rest of the CIS guys, and it's just the way that you can feel that the players know what each other are doing, and you feel like they're not needing to communicate it, right? They have like this telepathic knowledge of, you're going to move here, I'm going to move, I'm going to be ready for you, I've got your back, bro. It's just that camaraderie and knowledge that everyone's